Welcome to our FI journey. Today we're going to talk about how we're using the equity in our home to earn passive income and turn our mortgage into a tax deduction at the same time. Stick around and we'll let you know the inner workings of our Smith Manoeuvre investment account.
We have been using this strategy since 2020. As we do record this video in 2021, we are just over 1 year since we started. We are so excited to share this video with you today. As you know, we have been working hard and making sure that we will get the most important thing in life, which is time. Time to spend with our family, time to spend with our friends, and time to travel. So that's why, and maybe the main reason that we wanted to become financial independence. Since 2019, we started our journey to financial independence, and ever since we have been working like crazy. Saving money, investing money, doing side hustles, you name it. So everything related to financial independence you can find in our channel. If you are new here, my name is Jean. This is my lovely wife, Christine. And on today's video, we will be discussing our Smith Manoeuvre portfolio. But before we proceed, and let's pause, if we have not watched a previous video, which I'm gonna link up here, where we do spend more time about the Smith Manoeuvre, what it is a strategy, who can take advantage of this or not, please go ahead and watch that video and come back and stay with us. Having said that, just a few other things to consider. The first one is, I'm looking at my notes here so I won't forget. We are not financial advisors. Please do speak with a financial accountant or a financial planner, because this is the most important asset that we have, at least on our case. We are using our home. So we are investing the money from our home, and that's why it's really important that you do speak with a financial advisor. This video is going to be divided into 3 parts. Part 1, we have an overview of the Smith Manoeuvre, really quick. Part number 2, we will explain why we are using Canadian dividend stocks. And part number 3, you can see the portfolio itself.
So just a quick overview of the Smith Manoeuvre. It is not paying off your mortgage. This is a debt conversion strategy. You're converting the non-deductible mortgage loan that you have on your principal residence, and you're converting that into a tax-deductible investment loan. In Canada, if you borrow money to invest with the reasonable expectation of earning income on that money, you can deduct the interest, whereas we cannot deduct the interest on our principal residence.
By the way, our friends in the US, this is something that they can do.
Yeah, it's different down there, so you guys are ahead of us.
Yes.
The next thing you need to remember is that you need a readvanceable mortgage. So you need your standard mortgage product plus a home equity line of credit, so that when you pay that principal part of your mortgage payment, it shows up on your HELOC. You invest that money that shows up on your HELOC. Again, Jean's linked this video before, so take a look at the Smith Manoeuvre video that we've previously done. It explains it a lot better and in way more detail. And then lastly, you need to reinvest the dividends that you're receiving within your non-registered account. So we pull those dividends out of our non-registered account. We apply them as an extra payment to our mortgage, flows over to our home equity line of credit. We re-withdraw this money and reinvest it back into our investments. So none of our investments inside of our Smith Manoeuvre account are actually dripping. We take all the dividends and reinvest them manually ourselves.
Second question is, why are we using Canadian dividend paying stocks? There is a reason for that. And as you can see on your screen, the reason is
that dividends received by residents of Canada from Canadian corporations receive a preferential tax treatment because of the profits being paid out as dividends have already been subject to Canadian corporate income tax. So because your dividends are received in a non-registered account, they're considered income. You have to declare this income at the end of the year. The Canadian government wants their tax, their cut. So they give you a preferential tax treatment when you're investing in Canadian companies.
And here comes maybe the most important part, which is, are you ready for this or not? Are you able to sleep every single day without problems and thinking about the stock market, if the stock is going up or it's going down? It's not even the portfolio itself, it might be if you are ready for that or not. Again, please do speak with a financial advisor. This is really important. And on the other video that you did mention before, you have a lot of reference that you can take a look, right? We will be sharing on the screen our portfolio, and what it's important is this portfolio, it's in the middle of August 2021 as we do record this video, so there might be some fluctuations with the prices, but at least you can see the stocks that you're investing in, what are the returns that we have so far. Why don't you go and get started?
So as you can see, we have 10 dividend paying stocks currently in our Smith Manoeuvre portfolio. We've chose these companies for a number of reasons. They're blue chip stocks. They've been around for a substantial amount of time here in Canada. They're also staples of life. They're banks, they're utilities, they're energy stocks and telecoms. They're things that we're always going to need. So we feel very secure knowing that their dividends are going to be around for a long time. Even through the entire financial crisis that we just went through in 2020, none of these stocks cut their dividends. And the only reason that our banks didn't raise their dividends as of yet is because they were mandated by the government not to. So we're going to talk about a few different categories here on the spreadsheet. Jean's going to start us off.
Some of the columns that you have, they are kind of self-explanatory. What is the tick, the name of the company, you can see the amount. We kind of try to have them around 10%. What you have to keep in mind that this is only the portfolio for the Smith Manoeuvre. We also have investments on the US and also the international exposure. That's really important. We are not investing all of our money on the Canadian stocks.
So we've invested $193,603, but if you move over and you look at the market value of our investments, it's sitting right around $235,640. That's an increase of $42,000 simply by investing the equity that we have in our home into the stock market. You have to be very comfortable with the fact that you're actually borrowing this money against your home in order to do that. But we feel like over the course of the year, we've really seen a really great return on that investment that we've made. It's 21%. So not only are we seeing the appreciation in our home value because we still are retaining the asset of our home, but we've accessed the equity that's already built up in our home and are now making that money work for us at a rate of 21%. So we think that we've done a pretty good job this year, and we're hopeful that next year it's going to do even better. So as you can see right at the very end, the annual payout is showing at the moment, if we do nothing further with our account this year, we're expecting to receive $10,466 in dividend payments. This money is withdrawn from our Questrade account and redeposited back onto our mortgage as an additional payment. This flows through directly to our home equity line of credit. So we're actually re-withdrawing off of our home equity line of credit $10,466 by the end of the year and directly reinvesting that back into Questrade. So we manually reinvest all of our dividends.
Our goal in our asset allocation is to have at least $20,000 for every single Canadian company that we have in our portfolio. If you look at the spreadsheet, the most recent one, which is Power Corp, we are below. It's just because at this year, it is a new addition to our portfolio.
And that's going to change over time once we get to the place where we want with our portfolio and having all the stocks that we want. We're going to start adding back into those existing positions.
And you might ask, why are we investing in these different sectors? This is only for the Smith Manoeuvre account. On the other accounts that we do have, on the RSPs and TFSAs, we have investments on the US market and also on the global market.
Yeah. So that's the video for today. We hope you guys found it informative. We want to give you an idea of what's possible with the Smith Manoeuvre. It's a really powerful tool, and I think that if you're willing to take on that risk and rather than pay your mortgage off, you just convert it into an investment loan, there could be a pretty good payoff in it for you down the road.
Yeah, it took us a while to realize, so we read a bunch of stuff online. We also bought a book, but we thought, you know what, it does, met our criteria, and we have been happy so far.
So let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys are all staying well and safe, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Take care. Bye. Mm-hmm. Now I don't think that I need to go all
No.
the way. This just go to and talk about the second point.
Oh, okay.
more. Yeah.
And
now, sorry. Now we are gonna go and appear on the screen.
okay.
The first topic was on.
Okay.
Enough talking. Let's go and talk about the overview. I put your name here. So
Oh, I'm not going to do the overview.
okay, do the overview. Yeah.
And that's going to change over time once we reach that 20,000. Whether we, that's going to be on the microphone.
Okay.
So let us know what you thought in the comments down below.
Sorry, repeat one more time because I was leaning back.